Last week's card was not my hottest performance overall. Then we obviously end up getting reverse swept on all of the props and the long shot there. Alvin Elder chooses to go by submission rather than knockout, so we rip up that ticket. Luana Santos, I kind of overestimated Agapova's ability to deal with the grappling of Santos, so Santos ends up going out there and getting the submission. Christian Rodriguez, he was landing some big shots on Julian Erosa, but Erosa's chin seemed to show up that day, and then he ended up tapping out Rodriguez, so we have to rip up that inside the distance ticket. And boy, was I wrong about Josh Fremd. His round 3 KO prop at plus 1,000. He had no fight or ability to show resistance off of his back as Petrosky grinded him out that entire fight. All right, let's get into the 3 best prop bets that we have for this weekend's UFC Vegas 94 card. A lot of juicy spots here. We'll start off with Trey Ogden by decision at plus 165, as I think he has a better game plan and a better ability to execute that game plan here to the very dangerous Loic Radzhabov. Radzhabov is obviously having a lot of power in his hands, just as we saw last time around against Al Sawadi, but what has kept him away from being such an even more successful fighter is his inability to manage his gas tank and be successful late in fights. Of course, he landed that first minute knockout in the 3rd round against Al Sawadi last time around, but if a fighter like Ogden, who's very intelligent in my opinion, can stay safe enough in those opening minutes of each round, he should be able to eventually find that dominant position he needs, whether it's utilizing the clinch or takedowns. And I think from there, he can really do a good job in terms of holding Radzhabov down, or at least creating high activity to slow Radzhabov down. And I don't know if that would produce a 3rd round finish for Ogden, but I feel like he can do a good enough job in terms of these 2nd and 3rd rounds, maintaining position, getting off some good output and damage, and winning this fight on the scorecards. The second best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Kurt Holobaugh by KO at plus 380. Now, this BJJ black belt doesn't often look to utilize his jiu-jitsu unless his opponents shoot takedowns or he ends up on his back, or if he's able to club his opponent and they end up falling, and it opens up that opportunity for him to sink in the submission. But considering that the durability issues of Khrushchevsky are a real issue, and I know that Khrushchevsky will be more than happy to engage in the pocket at certain moments here against Holobaugh, Holobaugh's ability to push forward, stay in his opponent's face, and land that big power will eventually pay off for him here, as I think he crumbles Khrushchevsky and puts him away. Plus 380, sign me up. The third best prop bet that I got for you guys is going to be Bruno Silva by submission at plus 420. This matchup against Cody Durden will largely be taking place in the grappling realm, and Silva has shown off good get-ups, reversals, and submissions that I believe he can cause Durden some issues here. Durden, obviously a relentless wrestler, but has left plenty of openings for his opponents to take advantage of him, whether it's when he's biting down on his mouthpiece and throwing with big power in the striking realm, leaving himself to be countered, or even in the grappling realm where he may shoot some desperation takedowns. And that's where I think that Silva will be able to showcase that he is the better technical fighter here from the striking realm to the jiu-jitsu realm, and that should eventually open up either a club and sub opportunity for him or a straight up submission here as Durden shoots for a desperation takedown. So at plus 420, I'm ready to take a shot there. The long shot that I got for you guys here is Bill Algeo by knockout at plus 700. Doo-Ho Choi has not gotten his hand raised in close to 8 years, although a lot of that has to do with the inactivity we've been seeing from him as of late, having his mandatory military service over there in Korea, as well as having a plethora of injuries that he has to deal with. But one thing is certain, his striking defense is a big liability, and I feel like the unorthodox nature of Algeo's striking style could provide plenty of opportunities for him to take advantage of the striking defense that we've seen from Choi in the past. Algeo, again, he's not a huge one-hitter quitter kind of guy, but I do think that we'll see him land some big enough shots to cause Choi problems, and at plus 700, I wouldn't mind taking a shot there. There you guys go. 3 best prop bets and a long shot. Let's see if we can hit a few of them here and have a solid UFC Vegas 94 weekend. All right, make sure you guys check out the Cage Warriors breakdown, quick picks that I dropped for you guys earlier today. Otherwise, good luck on all your action, and I'll see you guys Saturday night after the fights to drop my immediate reaction podcast. See you guys then. Peace.